In the 80s and 90s, Taiwan was known as one of Asia's four tigers. Its strong economic growth lured back some of its elite, who had begun leaving in droves 2 decades before. But the island has failed to keep up with the competition since then. Salaries have stagnated, and as a result, many young Taiwanese are staying away, and some at home are seeking greener pastures. In the first part of a series of stories on Taiwan's struggle to keep up with its neighbours, China correspondent Hui Fentei has this report from Taipei.
Henry Chang is riding a very particular urban bike, a bicycle that he and his friend Cesare Sun invented. It's a small-wheeled bicycle that's ideal for moving around the cramped surroundings of Taipei and was created in the studio they co-founded 5 years ago. The pair got their funding from the Taiwanese public after Henry and Cesare advertised their invention on a local website. Crowdfunding is already a popular way of fundraising in the US. So far, Taiwanese donors have given around $31,000 to fund the friend's creation.
Yeah, the first project we launched was 20 bikes for 2 months, I think. We sold all the bikes in 10 days, and that was just too overwhelming.
It's in the project.
The website they use to raise funds, Flying V, is a forum for Taiwanese to sell their ideas, to get noticed, to break out of a persistent trend of low salaries. The site was devised by Chang and his friend.
And this changes every day.
In Taiwan, a graduate's starting salary is around 870 Australian dollars a month. 5 years later, their monthly salary may increase to $1,500. But progress from then on is slow and has been across all parts of the wage distribution since 2001.
The global firms in Taiwan are losing the point of investing in Taiwan. Really, before it was kind of like the bridge to China, or even before that, it was Taiwanese people manufactured good stuff for less, and we're losing all that.
Political infighting and failure to keep up with the pace of rapid change in this globalized world has seen Taiwan, once known as one of the four tigers of Asia, fiscally fade. Meanwhile, the other tiger economies, Hong Kong, South Korea, and Singapore, have powered on. Economist Liu Yaozhi says Taiwan's economy is at a critical point.
Other
countries may use the crisis as an opportunity to hire talent to invest. But because Taiwan is dominated by small and medium enterprises, their operations tend to be more conservative. That's why when it comes to hiring staff, their first priority is how to survive this period. We hope this transitional period will be a short one.
The glut of fresh graduates is one reason why salaries have remained suppressed for a very long time. Now that has two implications. It's causing some Taiwanese to remain overseas, and it's also one reason why others are considering leaving for better opportunities in mainland China, Hong Kong, or other cities in the region.
Some of them have already moved out of Taiwan. Some, I think they are also looking for opportunities as well. But if they got married, they'll be settled down in Taiwan.
除非看是在哪边吧，对啊，如果在香港什么的，我就觉得应该不会想回来。如果在香港的话，对啊。为什么呢？因为那边感觉比较不错，而且赚的钱又比台湾还要多，对啊。
The brain drain from Taiwan has been described by its president Ma Ying-jeou as an issue of national security, even though the outflow of talent is a far cry from the 60s and 70s, when there was a flight of the best and brightest from Taiwan to the US. Those who have recently returned home are the ones providing a glimmer of hope for Taiwan. Tatsuo Eguchi has been running Sony's computer entertainment operations in Taipei and Shanghai over the past 8 years.
I
worked in Shanghai for 3 years, and I have done a comparison between my experience in Shanghai and Taipei. We place a lot of emphasis on creativity because we're in the business of developing gaming software and hardware. There are more Taiwanese who study overseas, and the important thing is that they come back with expertise, and this is unique to Taiwan.
Market conditions aren't optimistic for Taiwan in the short term, with continued uncertainty in Europe and concern over economic growth in the US and mainland China. But many choose to stay despite the gloomy domestic picture.
I think Taiwanese people, they feel more comfortable being home. I mean, compared to the other countries, people, they like to stay at home. If we can find a good opportunity here, good pay, good job, then they will choose to stay here.
There's an urgency for Taiwan to jumpstart salary growth. The brain drain is a sign that something needs to change. Taiwanese, fiercely proud of the place they call home, remain hopeful of a breakthrough, a better tomorrow, as the island struggles to regain the confidence of its economic heyday.